So I'm going to do a really interesting project today. I bought these MAC Pro palettes. They just came out with them about a year ago, and they are really, really nice quality. They come in a box like this, and when you open them up, they actually say back to MAC on them. So if you really want to back to MAC these, whether you just need a bigger palette or somehow you don't need these anymore, you can use them for back to MAC. But they just slide out and they look like this. They have a clear top, so you can see. And there's nothing there, and so you can see your shadows right through them. This is not a magnetized bottoms, but it is metal, and so you can, you know, either put a magnet in there to put your when you put your shadows in, or I'm actually going to use some of that like sticky adhesive. Double stick tape works too. I've even used hot glue guns for some palettes, but it's really up to you and how you want to use this. Really sturdy. It just snaps shut, magnetized like this. Whew. Really nice sound. They even have a little ridge right here, as you can see here, so you can just lift your fingers, none of that nail business. Really sleek, really beautiful palettes. This is one of the smaller ones that they have, and I think it will really fit my needs, and I'm really excited to show you how I'm going to put this together. So I collected a couple of eyeshadows that I want to use. I have my Mercier palette here that I want to depot. I have some MAC eyeshadows that I'm going to try out, a Stila eyeshadow, and also this little palette that my friend gave me, which is super cute, and I'm really sad I wanted to depot this, but I'm really not reaching for it unless I depot it. So these are some really gorgeous colors, and hopefully we'll get some use out of that. Alright, so first I am going to depot this Mercier palette. As you can see, the colors here are gorgeous, but I'm not loving the packaging. This was actually kind of expensive. I'm going to show you how I'm going to take these apart. The main thing you need is actually floss. This is a no heat method, as well as some needles. So let's do this. As I think you can see here, there's going to be some gaps between, and so you need to get a good sized piece of floss, probably around the size that you would use to floss your teeth. And instead of flossing your teeth, you're going to floss the palette. So what's going to happen is you're going to place it right along the ridge where the gaps of the pan are to the packaging. Take one of your needles, very carefully of course. So one needle here, and you're going to poke the floss into those gaps right there. And it's best if you do it around a corner, and try not to stab your eyeshadow, and really just try to get it into that gap. Try to guide it in there. There we go. Okay. At some point, once you can get it underneath that bridge, and then you're going to start kind of flossing your way through the bottom of the pan. It doesn't look like it's getting quite there. Oh, there we go. So it's going to just wiggle all the way through, and it's just going to pull out. I actually did this pan earlier, so that was kind of cheating. But it just comes cleanly off, and I'm excited to get the rest of them done. Alright, welcome back. So as you can see here, I have done some damage. This whole palette is empty now. It was a little bit rough to get everything out, but I got everything out. Almost no casualties except for this African violet, where I got a little frustrated and went for it, so whoopsie. But everything else got out really clean, and there's barely any fallout on this white table. These are all like marks from other things. So alright, so now that I've cleaned these off to the point that I want them to, I'm going to take some of this adhesive. I don't know if you remember these. This is like the things that you use on the wall. It's pretty old. Whew. But I feel like it's good for this because it's not super sticky where it will ruin the palette, but it's sticky enough where it will stick the pan to the metal. And so I'm hoping that this will work. So I'm going to take one of these sticky thingies and kind of massage it to get the stickiness going. I'm trying to get it as flat as I can. I'm going to take this one. This is, I believe, Guava from the Mercier palette. Stick it here on the back. Spread it out. And then I'm going to stick it in a place that I find appropriate. Let's stick it here on the top corner. I have a little bit of time to move it around, and then I'm just gonna press it down flat. And look at that! There it is. It doesn't come out. Stuck in there pretty well, and then if I want to pop it out, just have to pry it under there, and it pops out just like that. So I'm gonna organize the rest of my palette, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm pretty happy with how this portion of the palette turned out. As you can see, they're all beautifully lined up, and these are definitely the colors that I use most. And then when I just close it, look at that. That is gorgeous. So I have several other eyeshadows that I would like to depot today. I want to try out these MAC eyeshadows with the same flossing technique. The Stila one I'm hoping will work too. Oh, it looks like there's a little release hole right here, so I might try poking at that first. And then lastly, there's this bear one from Korea. This is by Missha, but this is a really cute palette, and it looks like there might be some release holes too here too, so I might try to try that out first. So we'll see how that goes. So it looks like the Stila one's already magnetized in there. All you need to do is just turn it around, find the little release hole right here, and just stab it with, and there it goes. It's out. Alright, so here it goes. Just gonna pop that straight in, and look at that. There's that. It's not gonna fall out, and I think my daily use palette is complete. Alright, so this Missha palette was really easy too. As you can see, it's now empty, and actually all four of them had these release holes. It wasn't so easy to find these ones because there's a sticker over it, but once I felt for them, they were there too, and now all of them are out, so I will put that into my other palette. Alright, so this is my finished second palette. As you can see, those colors came out beautifully. So there you have it. I made my two custom pans. I am super happy with how these turned out. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you liked what you watched.